the same time as they're on conventional antidepressants because it works in the same way. It's a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, but it does work absolutely fantastically well. You don't get the same addiction problems with it, and also there's been a lot of research done recently on its antiviral properties, and I believe that there is even a PhD student at UEL who is looking into it, I think, into its antiviral properties and its use for treatment of HIV and such like. You can also use an oil, an infused oil. If you were to pick the flowers are bright yellow, they're really, really pretty. If you pick the flowers, stick them in a good quality oil, like a grapeseed oil or something like that, in a see-through jar, leave it on a sunny windowsill for a couple of weeks, the oil will turn a deep red as the oil actually takes out the oil from the St John's wort, and that is amazing to use on burns, especially the sunburn. Instead of using, I mean obviously aloe vera is great and lavender oil is great, but St John's wort oil is fabulous. Also to help nerve ending damage, hypericum oil used topically is very good for that. One of the students last year was saying that she had an operation or something on her trigeminal nerve and had really quite severe numbness down the side of her face, and had used St John's wort oil on a daily basis, and she'd actually got feeling back down the side of her face, which she was told she wouldn't get. So it's quite an interesting result, which we can all clearly put down purely to red clover or Trifolium pratense. A red clover is very much a woman's herb. It's used a lot in the treatment of hormonal problems, especially during the menopause. And it also makes a really nice tea. And the bit that is used is the flowers, that's the red clover flowering tops. Now if you were to get red clover from your supplier in dried form, you want to make sure that there's a fair amount of flower in there and it's not all just leaf. Ideally it's something that you can pick yourself. It grows so extensively all over the UK. And the one beside it that you can probably all see, it's growing at the end there, is Calendula officinalis. It's that orange leafed one. Now calendula and chamomile together are basically used as a basis of virtually every skin cream that's ever made in the herbal world.
Does white clover have any of the same effects?
It doesn't. Well, I say it doesn't. There hasn't been the research done on it, but it's not used. It's definitely the red clover that is used rather than the white clover.
Can you just say about the skin? Is it red clover and marigold?
Yeah, and marigold is just beside it. Marigold is used very, very commonly. With marigold, again, if you buy it, you want to make sure that you've actually got the flowers and that they haven't gone to seed. Because if you will have a look here, you can see how big the seed heads are. It's this plant here, for those of you who can't see. But can you see how big and heavy and fat these seed heads are? Now it's gone to seed. So you get a lot of weight in your plot on your dried plant material will be seed, which you don't want. Because when you're harvesting flowers for their properties, you ideally want them before they've even been pollinated. So once they've gone to seed, they've been pollinated, and so the flower aspect of them is no longer so potent.
Why do you want them before they're pollinated?
Just because once a flower's been pollinated, its energies have then gone into making seeds.
Okay.
You know, as soon as it's pollinated, that's the next idea, is to make seeds or fruit. Which is fine if that's what you want,